Ever wondered what lies beneath the surface of those glamorous social media posts from Dubai? Imagine a world of opulence and luxury, a world where every day feels like a vacation. This is the world often portrayed by Instagram models, living what appears to be a lavish lifestyle in Dubai. Picture this, boarding first-class flights with champagne flowing freely, staying in five-star hotels with breathtaking views of the Arabian Sea, shopping sprees in some of the world's most exclusive boutiques, and yacht parties with the city's glittering skyline as a backdrop. This is the life that we see broadcasted on social media. A life that many aspire to live. It's a life filled with glitz and glamour. A life that seems too good to be true. And perhaps it is. Beneath the sun-kissed selfies and designer outfits, there's a reality that isn't as picture-perfect as it seems. Behind the gloss and glamour, there's a story that's not often told. It's a story that's hidden away, obscured by the dazzling lights and the lure of luxury. These Instagram models, who are flown to Dubai to live what appears to be a life of luxury, are often faced with situations that are far from glamorous. They are drawn in by the allure of a life that's seemingly out of a fairy tale, only to find themselves in a predicament that's far from their dreams. The yachts, the high-end shopping, the first-class flights, the five-star hotels, they all paint a picture of a life that's enviable. A life that's desired by many, but there's a different narrative, a narrative that's hidden behind the filtered photos and curated posts. But what if I told you that there's a hidden, darker side to this lifestyle? A side that these models never show on their Instagram feeds. A side that's kept away from the public eye. A side that's shrouded in secrecy. And a side that's far from the glamorous lifestyle that's often portrayed. This, my friends, is the illusion of glamour. You see, not everything that glitters is gold. And in the case of these Instagram models in Dubai, it's far from it. Beneath the surface of this glittering facade, there's a disturbing and dark truth. A truth that is as shocking as it is degrading. It revolves around a deeply disrespectful act that some wealthy men in Dubai indulge in. They refer to it as the human Porta potty. It's difficult to even express the disgust and horror of this fetish. These men, blinded by their wealth and power, use these women in ways that are unimaginably degrading. They literally defecate in their mouths. It's a sickening violation of human rights and dignity, a grotesque display of power and domination. But the horror doesn't end there. These women, often lured by the promise of luxury and glamour, find themselves trapped in a nightmarish reality. The psychological and emotional impact on them is enormous. They are subjected to humiliation and degradation that is beyond comprehension, and it leaves scars that may never fully heal. In addition to this deplorable act, these women are also subject to SA. They can't seek help or justice because in Dubai, a culture that often overlooks human rights, prostitution is illegal. Reporting these acts would only put them in more danger. They are trapped in a system that not only condones but enables such horrific acts. And what about the men who commit these acts? They are often billionaires, powerful individuals who believe they are above the law. The government works in their favor, allowing them to continue their deplorable acts with impunity. The women they exploit are left voiceless and powerless, trapped in a world that values wealth over human dignity. This is a deeply disturbing reality, hidden beneath the veneer of luxury and glamour. It's a reality that many choose to ignore. But it's a reality that we must confront. Because the only way to change this is to expose it, to bring it into the light. And the most shocking part, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You may ask, why don't these women report these men? The answer lies in the twisted dynamics of power and culture. In the gleaming cityscape of Dubai, a dark secret is hidden behind the veil of glamour and luxury. The allure of a lavish lifestyle draws many unsuspecting women into a trap set by wealthy men who exploit them for their perverse desires. The women, lured by the promise of first-class flights, five-star hotels and yacht parties, find themselves in a situation far removed from the glitz and glam they were promised. But why don't these women report the men who subject them to such degradation? The answer is complex and rooted in a culture of silence that is enforced by the society, the power dynamics and the legal system in Dubai. Prostitution, for instance, is illegal in Dubai. This, in turn, makes it nearly impossible for these women to seek legal help or protection. Speaking out could lead to their arrest or deportation, adding another layer of fear and control to their already precarious situation. Moreover, the men who engage in these sickening acts are not just any men. They are billionaires, with immense wealth and influence that reach far beyond the boundaries of their luxurious estates. They are men who hold sway over the very structures meant to protect the exploited. In such a scenario, the fear of retribution, of being silenced permanently, is a very real and paralyzing fear. But perhaps the most insidious aspect of all is the societal norm that discourages women from speaking out. In a culture where the voices of women are often drowned out by the roar of male dominance, these women are left feeling helpless and voiceless. They are trapped in a cycle of abuse and silence, their cries for help falling on deaf ears. In this world where billionaires rule, these women are trapped in a cycle of abuse and silence. Beyond the physical abuse, there's a deeper, unseen effect that these experiences have on these women. Beneath the glitz and glamour, there are hidden stories that remain untold. Stories that are shrouded with shame, fear, and a sense of helplessness. These women, who are lured by the veneer of luxury, often find themselves trapped in a web of manipulation and exploitation. They are left to grapple with feelings of guilt and shame, questioning their own worth and dignity. This is a heavy burden to bear, and it often seeps into their psyche, leaving indelible scars. Imagine living in a constant state of fear of being violated, fear of being exposed, fear of being judged. This heightened sense of fear can be paralyzing, inhibiting these women from seeking help or escaping their situation. Fear in this context is not just an emotion, it's a prison, a suffocating cloak of despair that is hard to cast off. And then, there's the feeling of helplessness, a sense that you're trapped in a situation that you have no control over. This helplessness can be crushing, often leading to feelings of desolation and hopelessness. The world can seem like a dark, unforgiving place where no light can penetrate. All these feelings, shame, fear, helplessness, they don't just disappear when the physical abuse ends. They linger, often leading to long-term emotional trauma and mental health issues. These women may struggle with depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, and even suicidal thoughts. They carry the weight of their experiences silently, their pain often invisible to the world. The psychological aftermath of such experiences is a stark reminder that abuse is not just physical. It's mental and emotional. It's an insidious poison that slowly corrodes the soul, leaving behind a trail of devastation. So when you look at those glamorous Instagram posts, remember that there's often more than meets the eye. There are unseen stories, hidden pains, and silent cries for help. This is the harsh reality that lurks beneath the glamorous Instagram posts. So, what can we do to help these women break free from this cycle of abuse? It's the question that naturally follows after learning about such a disturbing reality. The answer lies in three main actions: spreading awareness, providing support, and fostering a culture of respect and equality. Firstly, spreading awareness is crucial. In an era where information can be shared with a click, it's our responsibility to use this power to shed light on the hidden darkness of this situation. Sharing documentaries, articles, and survivor stories on social media platforms can make a significant difference. The more people know about this issue, the more pressure it puts on those who perpetuate such abuses and the systems that allow them. Secondly, we need to support organizations that are on the front line, providing help to these victims. These nonprofits offer a lifeline to the women trapped in these situations, providing them with legal assistance, counseling, and safe spaces. Donating to these organizations or volunteering our time can directly contribute to the fight against this form of abuse. Lastly, we need to cultivate a culture of respect and equality, not just in our own communities but globally. It's not enough to condemn these actions. We must actively promote a society where everyone, regardless of their gender, is treated with dignity and respect. This means challenging and calling out disrespectful behaviors, stereotypes, and prejudices whenever we encounter them. And let's not forget, this isn't just about the women suffering in Dubai, it's about all women who are exploited and abused worldwide. It's a global issue that requires a global response. So let's raise our voices. Let's share these stories, support these organizations, and foster a world where respect and equality are not just ideals, but realities. Remember, change begins with awareness. So, let's spread the word about this issue and stand up for these women who are suffering in silence. Please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe with bell notifications, and share.